buckle up because
Yeah.
we're going on a deep dive into this fascinating world of all these AI.
Get ready
Get ready for some serious aha moments.
for some aha moments. And what's even more fascinating is that, like, this isn't a one-size-fits-all situation anymore. We've got ChatGPT and, like, its whole evolution, the search-savvy Perplexity AI, Microsoft's handy Copilot, the ethically minded Claude AI.
Right.
It's like a real explosion of variety.
Yeah, it's like AI suddenly went from science fiction to like a buffet of options.
Totally.
But before we start sampling all the different flavors, we need to understand like the core ingredient that makes most of these models work. The transformer architecture. Sounds a bit technical, I know.
It is, but it's also, like, incredibly elegant once you grasp the concept. Think of it like this. Imagine you're reading a news article about, like, some political event. A human can easily understand who they or he refers to based on, like, the entire context of the article.
Right.
Older AI models really struggled with this, but the transformer architecture changed the game.
So it's not just processing words one after the other, like a machine reading a list.
Exactly. With transformers, the AI looks at all the words in the sentence or even, like, the whole paragraph simultaneously.
Wow.
It figures out the relationships between them, who did what to whom, what the pronouns refer to, even subtle things like sarcasm or double meanings. It's like the AI is suddenly able to get the nuances of human language in a way that was, like, impossible before.
Wow. That's a huge leap.
Huge.
No wonder everyone's so excited about this stuff.
Right.
And speaking of excitement, nothing's captured the public's imagination quite like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
What's the secret sauce that makes it so powerful?
Well, in ChatGPT's case, size really does matter.
Okay.
It's all about scale. The sheer amount of data it's trained on and the number of parameters it uses to process that data.
Okay.
Imagine trying to read every book ever written, plus all the articles, websites, code, and even social media posts.
Wow.
That's basically what ChatGPT has done.
It's mind-boggling.
It is.
No wonder it can write poems, code websites, and answer pretty much any question you throw at it.
Right. And its evolution is like a testament to that.
Yeah.
It all started with GPT-1 back in 2018, a relatively small model with 117 million parameters.
Okay.
It could generate text, but it wasn't anything groundbreaking.
Then came GPT-2 in 2019, which is a big jump in terms of scale.
It was a huge jump, 1.5 billion parameters.
Wow.
And it showed the text it generated was much more coherent and human-like.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
OpenAI, the company behind GPT, actually held back on releasing the full model.
Really?
They were worried about the potential for misuse even back then.
That's pretty forward-thinking, even a bit spooky. They saw the power of this tech and realized it could be used for good or bad.
Exactly. It was a responsible move, though, not without controversy.
Yeah.
Then in 2020, they unleashed GPT-3 with a jaw-dropping 175 billion parameters.
Wow.
That was the birth of ChatGPT as we know it.
And the world went a little bit AI crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone was sharing those funny ChatGPT conversations.
Right.
Realizing that AI could actually hold up its end of a chat.
It was a watershed moment.
Yeah.
And it's continued to evolve. GPT-4 in 2023, even more refined. And then GPT-4o just this year, twice as fast, 50% cheaper to run.
Wow.
And capable of real-time speech and even processing video.
It's like they're cranking up the volume on AI every year.
They are.
But what about those parameters you mentioned?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty techy.
Essentially, parameters are the values that the AI model learns during its training.
Okay.
You can think of them as like the connections between the neurons in its artificial brain.
Okay.
The more parameters, the more complex and nuanced the model's understanding of language becomes.
So going from millions to billions of parameters is like going from a basic calculator to a supercomputer.
That's a good analogy.
Okay.
It explains why each generation of GPT has been so much more capable than the last. But here's the thing. ChatGPT is amazing, don't get me wrong, but it's not the only game in town anymore.
Right. We've got that whole buffet of AI to explore.
Exactly.
What's next on the menu?
Let's move on to something that blends the power of search with conversation. Ready to dive into Perplexity AI?
Okay.
All right. So welcome back to our deep dive into AI language models.
Yeah, last time we left off with ChatGPT's like impressive evolution.
It really is remarkable.
But as we were saying, it's not the only player in this AI game anymore.
Not at all. It's like comparing apples and oranges.
Right.
They're all AI, but they're doing some really different things.
So what's this Perplexity AI all about? I admit I haven't spent as much time with it as ChatGPT.
Well, imagine like having a conversation with a search engine that's constantly updating its knowledge.
Okay.
That's Perplexity in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Instead of just like giving you a list of links, it provides you with like direct answers, pulling in information from all over the web in real time.
Okay, so that's already different. It's not just repackaging what's already out there. It's synthesizing information like on the fly.
Exactly. And because it's constantly indexing the web, the information you're getting is fresh, not based on some static data set from who knows when.
So if I asked it about, say, a recent scientific breakthrough or a breaking news story, I could trust that it's not giving me like outdated info. That's a huge advantage for research.
Definitely.
Especially in fast-moving fields.
It is, and it cites its sources, so you can always dive deeper into the information if you want to.
Oh, that's handy, especially if you're trying to verify something or get more context.
Right.
Okay, Perplexity, a conversational search engine. What's next on our AI tour?
Let's shift gears and talk about a more task-oriented AI. Have you ever wished you had an assistant who could help you write better code faster and just generally make your digital life easier?
Don't we all? Sign me up.
Well, Microsoft is trying to do just that with their Copilot AI.
Okay.
Think of it as like an extension of your own abilities.
Yeah.
It can suggest code snippets, help you write different kinds of creative content, even generate images based on your descriptions.
Wait, it can do all that?
Yeah.
That's a pretty diverse skill set for one AI.
I know.
It sounds almost too good to be true.
It's still early days.
Yeah.
But the potential is huge. Imagine composing a complex email to a client in seconds with Copilot suggesting the perfect tone and phrasing based on your past communications.
Wow.
Or picture yourself whipping up a presentation with stunning visuals all generated by the AI based on your talking points.
Okay, I'm starting to see why they call it Copilot.
Right?
It's like having an AI partner working alongside you, helping you like level up your productivity. But I'm curious about something.
Yeah.
We've talked about the power and potential of all these AIs.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the concerns around ethics? I mean, we've all seen those sci-fi movies where the AI goes rogue.
You're right to bring that up. The ethical considerations are just as important as the technological advancements.
For sure.
And that's where Claude AI comes in. The company behind it, Anthropic, is taking a really interesting approach called constitutional AI.
Okay, constitutional AI. That sounds intriguing, but a bit cryptic.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Essentially, they're trying to build AI models that are inherently safe and aligned with human values.
Okay.
They're doing this by giving the AI a set of principles, kind of like a constitution, that guides its behavior and decision-making.
So instead of just training the AI on a massive data set and hoping for the best,
Right.
they're actively trying to instill a sense of ethics into its core programming.
Exactly.
That's a pretty ambitious goal, I have to say.
It is. And it raises a lot of questions.
Right.
What are the right principles to guide AI?
Yeah.
Who gets to decide? Can we even truly guarantee that an AI will always act ethically, no matter what situation it encounters?
Those are some big philosophical questions, the kind that keep you up at night. But I have to admit, it's refreshing to see a company thinking deeply about these issues.
Absolutely.
And trying to build AI that's not just powerful, but also responsible.
Absolutely. And it's not just Anthropic.
Right.
There's a growing movement within the AI community to prioritize safety and alignment alongside capability.
It's a good sign. We need both the brains and the hearts, so to speak.
We do.
Okay, so we've got ChatGPT Perplexity Copilot and the ethically minded Claude AI. Is there anything else on this AI buffet table?
Well, how about a taste of something open source and a bit less mainstream? Let's talk about Mistral AI.
Ooh, I like the sound of that Mistral. It's like a breath of fresh air. Tell me more.
Mistral AI is a European startup that's taking a different approach to building large language models.
Okay.
They're focused on creating models that are not only powerful, but also efficient and transparent.
Efficient and transparent. That's a good combo. What does that mean in practical terms?
Efficient means that the models require less computing power to run,
Okay.
making them more accessible and sustainable. Transparent means that they're easier to understand and audit, which helps address some of the concerns around bias and black box decision-making.
Okay, I see the appeal. It's like they're trying to build AI that's not just smart, but also eco-friendly and accountable.
Exactly.
But if they're so focused on efficiency, does that mean they're sacrificing capability?
That's the challenge, right?
Yeah.
Balancing power with responsibility.
Right.
But Mistral is making some impressive strides. They're using innovative techniques to create models that are surprisingly capable, even with fewer parameters than some of the bigger players.
So it's like they're finding clever ways to do more with less. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm sensing a bit of an underdog story here.
There's definitely an element of that. Mistral's going up against some of the biggest tech giants in the world.
Yeah.
But their commitment to open source development and ethical considerations is attracting a lot of attention.
It's a reminder that innovation can come from anywhere, not just the established players. I'm curious to see how Mistral evolves and what impact they'll have on the AI landscape.
Me too. It's a fascinating time to be watching this all unfold. But let's not get too lost in the future. We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive, exploring the different flavors of AI, from the powerful to the ethical to the underdog.
Right. But we still haven't answered the most important question for our listener.
Yeah.
How can they actually use these AIs in their own life right now? That's where I think the real aha moments will come.
Exactly.
So welcome back.
Back again.
We've explored this fascinating world of AI language models, from ChatGPT's Evolution to the rise of Perplexity AI, Microsoft's Copilot, and the ethical considerations with Claude AI.
Right.
We even met the underdog, Mistral AI. But now it's time to bring it all home.
Exactly. Let's shift our focus from the what to the how. We've talked about all these incredible capabilities.
Yeah.
But how can our listener actually start using these AIs to make a difference in their own life right here, right now?
Let's get specific. Our listener sent us all these articles, so clearly they're interested in more than just the theory. They want to know how AI can help them with real-world stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's start with healthcare.
Okay.
Touched on it briefly, but it's worth a deeper look.
Okay.
Imagine this. You're a doctor examining an X-ray.
Mm-hmm.
You've been doing this for years.
Right.
You know what to look for.
Yeah.
But then an AI model steps in.
Okay.
Analyzing the image with its millions of parameters trained on a vast database of medical scans.
Mm-hmm.
And it spots something, a tiny anomaly that you might have missed.
That's chilling in a good way.
Right.
Talk about a second opinion.
Yeah.
You're like having an extra set of eyes, but ones that never get tired or miss a detail.
That's the power of AI in healthcare.
Wow.
It's not about replacing doctors, but about augmenting their expertise.
Right.
Think about all those conditions where early detection is key.
Yeah.
AI could be a game changer in those situations.
And it's not just X-rays. We're talking about AI analyzing all sorts of medical images, even complex scans like MRIs, helping doctors make more accurate and timely diagnoses.
Right, and it goes beyond just images. AI can analyze a patient's entire medical history, genetic information, lifestyle factors, a whole mountain of data.
Wow.
And help doctors tailor treatment plans to each individual's needs.
It's like having a team of super specialized experts working behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Crunching data and providing insights that would take a human team weeks or months to uncover.
It really is remarkable. And it's not just happening in some far-off future. These AI-powered healthcare solutions are being implemented in hospitals and clinics around the world right now.
That's so encouraging. It makes you feel like we're really living in the future we always imagined.
I know.
Okay, healthcare is a big one. What other areas of life are being impacted by AI in a big way?
Let's talk about education.
Okay.
Remember those days of sitting through boring lectures?
Oh, yeah.
Where everyone's learning at the same pace, whether they were grasping the material or totally lost?
Ugh, don't remind me. I always felt like I was either way ahead or way behind everyone else.
AI can change that. Imagine personalized AI tutors that adapt to each student's individual learning style and pace.
Okay.
Need extra help with algebra?
Yeah.
The AI tutor can spend more time on that. Already a whiz at geometry. The AI can move you ahead to more challenging topics.
That's amazing. It's like having a private tutor for every student.
Right.
One that never gets impatient or judges you for struggling.
Exactly. And AI can help teachers, too, by automating tasks like grading, creating lesson plans, and even identifying students who might need extra help.
Oh, wow.
It frees up teachers to focus on what they're best at, inspiring and guiding their students.
AI taking care of the busy work so teachers can focus on the human connection.
Yes.
I love that. Okay, so we've got healthcare and education. What about the business world? Is AI shaping things up there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Think about all the tasks that take up so much time in the business world, writing emails, reports, presentations.
Right.
AI can help automate a lot of that, freeing up time for more strategic work.
I've been using ChatGPT to help me write articles and marketing copy. It's not perfect, but it's a huge time saver.
Yeah.
And it often sparks ideas I wouldn't have thought of on my own.
Right. And AI can analyze market trends, predict customer behavior, personalize marketing campaigns, all those things that used to require huge teams of analysts and marketers.
It's like having a whole team of virtual experts at your disposal, helping you make smarter decisions and get better results.
Exactly. And we're even seeing AI make waves in creative fields.
Really?
There are AIs composing music, creating art, even writing poetry.
Okay, now that's where I get a little skeptical. Can AI really be creative? Isn't that a uniquely human quality?
It's a fascinating debate. What is creativity, really?
Yeah.
Is it about originality, emotional expression, technical skill? AI can certainly mimic these things, but does that make it truly creative?
That's a deep question, one that philosophers and artists will be grappling with for years to come.
I agree.
But even if AI isn't truly creative in the human sense, it can still be an incredibly powerful tool for inspiration and exploration.
Absolutely. Think of it as a collaborator, a partner in the creative process. It can help you break through creative blocks, generate new ideas, explore different styles and techniques.
Okay, that's a good way to think about it. It's not about replacing human creativity, but about expanding the possibilities.
And that's really the key takeaway from all of this. AI is a tool, a powerful tool, yes. But ultimately, it's up to us how we use it.
Right.
We can use it to automate tasks, to gain insights, to explore new frontiers of creativity. But it's also up to us to ensure that we're using it responsibly, ethically, and for the benefit of humanity.
Those are wise words. It's not about fearing the technology. It's about understanding its potential and shaping it for good. So for our listener out there who's been soaking up all this information, what's the next step? How can they start experiencing the power of AI for themselves?
The great thing is, many of these AI tools are readily available and easy to use. You don't need a degree in computer science to get started.
Give us some concrete examples. What are some easy ways to, dip your toes into the AI waters?
Start by playing around with ChatGPT.
Okay.
Ask it to write a poem, generate some code, answer a trivia question. Just get a feel for how it works. Then try out Perplexity AI for research. See how it pulls in real-time information and presents it in a clear, concise way.
And if you're feeling really adventurous, download Microsoft Copilot and see how it can help you with your everyday tasks.
Exactly. The point is to experiment.
Yeah.
To explore, to see what sparks your curiosity.
And to remember that this is just the beginning of the AI journey.
It is.
The models we've discussed today are just a glimpse of what's to come.
A small taste.
So stay curious, keep learning, and don't be afraid to experiment. The future of AI is in our hands.
It really is. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI language models. We hope you've learned something new, gained a fresh perspective, and maybe even sparked your own AI adventure.
Until next time, keep exploring.